Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, if I'm being honest, it was just not my day. Um, it really was not my day. Spurs lost today. Technically, we drew, and then we lost in the Super Cup final in penalties, so that sucked. But also, too, my trading today just did not go well. Um, Very slow markets today, very choppy. I thought I had some really good trades too, but they just didn't work. And I was essentially the liquidity. So whoever went off of my trades of me losing, great job. I just didn't do a good job in terms of managing the trade. So let's kind of go over that. I will be adding a new rule too, just because I see myself doing it and I'm starting to realize it's a bad habit that I get into. And if the trade doesn't break out and go my way when I do it, it's not really a good thing. Um, yeah. So even though I believed in this trade and I still believe it could work out, I'm actually in my combine right now. As you can see here, I have a couple stop market buys, just trying to see if we're able to pass it tonight. We did lose close to about $658.
Order
Um,
filled.
yeah, so as you can see here, I'm trying to see if I can uh pass my combine tonight. But again, there's no guarantee that this works, right? Um, let's go over why I took the trade, when I took the trade, and what I did. It was, as you can see, this is so late for me. I start trading at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and how the trade looked was great. We were clear bullish trend. I was looking to see if we can come back to VWAP, come back down to value area lows as well, and it did play out in that way. We did end up getting to that level, right? So here, the dynamic current sessions value area high is formed, right? And then we hit that area. We did bounce off of VWAP, but I didn't take a trade until we got down here, right? So as you can see here, we have prior day point of control. So I think this is a good lesson for me too, that I know this, right? But whenever you're on point of control, whether it's current sessions point of control or even prior day point of control, it can still be a good place for you to um, bounce off of as support. But usually, point of control means a lot of chop. As you can see, this is the prior day. Look at how much chop there is within that yellow line, right? So I should be expecting the same when I get down here. So even though I'm thinking like this is great support or I value area lows as well, I have to be prepared for that, right? So let's go into the executions really quickly. End up taking a trade. First one coming in at 8:51, right? So it's around this time that we're starting to look for a trade. We end up getting, I think it was like a small hammer candle right here on decent volume. It didn't really close that well, but I thought this is a place where it could be bouncing off of in order to continue higher, at least to VWAP, and then possibly value area highs. So we added a couple there, or a few there, and then we added more. Our stop loss initially was down here. You can see it was down here at about 912, but we got stopped out. Where did we get stopped out? We got stopped out at 924.75. So what happened, right? I added. We were down, right? I added some more here on confirmation heading higher. So let's go on replay so we can kind of see as well, right? So here we cut through prior day point of control, but again, these lines are not absolutes. They're just areas of support, right? So this is an area of support. Cut through, bounce back, right? So here we're bouncing really well. I love to see that, and I'm okay with that, right? But then we come back down, we're chopping, right? So that's prior day point of control. Now current session point of control is in this area too, so we're chopping some more, chopping some more. Value area lows have shifted. Now those are lower, value area highs have shifted, those are lower as well. So it's a ton of shifting, but then we bounce here, right? So that was perfect. Where did I get stopped out? I got stopped out here at about 10. I mean, look at that. It's 10 o'clock. 10:40 that I'm getting stopped out, right? And then I add some more. The trade took too long. And I have to realize too that my trades, when I win, they're very quick, like 20, 30 minutes, like maximum an hour. When I lose, they take this long, right? And I'm staring at the chart, I'm thinking I can do something, I'm thinking that something will change, um, and nothing changed, right? So again, um, we stopped ourselves out though. So this is the rule that I'm talking about. We stopped ourselves out. I became the liquidity, right? Where I'm like, I'm gonna stop myself out on this candle. I seem to do it every time, right? Where I stop myself out and then it's like, oh, we're gonna continue in that direction, right? So I keep on thinking this is the point of no return. The volume is high, it's a full body red candle at the time. I stop myself out, it pins or it hammers, and then it continues. Right? So at this point I jump back in, right? I reset, I always reset. Whenever I lose, I always reset. Jump back in on this candle, right? And add some more here. I added some more because I'm like, we have so much strength, right? At this point, we were up on this particular trade about $400, right? We were down $200 from this loss, up $400 here, right? And of course, hindsight is like, oh, well, I could have taken it here. If we go on replay and we look and see, my target was value area high. So you'll see we get so close to there, right? So here we added, here we're strong. My target was only a few points away. So I was thinking, oh, okay, like hopefully we can get there really soon and I'll take some off, right? Because we could potentially head higher. We did not. Instead, at this point, right, there's a pullback. So I'm thinking, like, well, of course there's going to be a pullback. I'm expecting a pullback. Pullbacks happen when you're that strong. But this huge red candle scared me. I was like, all right, we're on VWAP. Let's see what happens, right? Here, small consolidation, seeing what happens, boom. And this is where I was like, I can't believe it. I let this trade go. Now we're back to break even. Overall, we are strong, right? We're in a lot of chop. We're coming back into that chop, but I believe that we can head higher and bounce. That did not happen. Instead, we chopped around, kept on heading lower, basically bleeding out here, and we ended up losing the trade, right? So we got stopped out below here. It sucks. It sucks to get stopped out, especially when I still believe in this trade. I still believe that we could end up coming back up to value area highs, right? And that's why I also entered on my combine here. Um, because two trades a day. If I lose both, I'm done. If I win one, I'm done. Um, but it's like I still somewhat believe in this trade that this is still a good trade. You're still in a really good area. If you start getting through this point of control, um, then you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be well off. And I just got stopped out before that could happen for me, so it sucks, but it's one of those things where it's like, all right, it happens, right? Like it's just one of those things. And as you can see right now, like as we're speaking right now, it seems like this trade is playing out, right? So um I was about to be a streamer there and say, let's see if we can pass our account live on stream. It's like, no, I don't stream, and I don't know why I was about to say that. Um, but yeah, it's just one of those things that happens, and you have to be able to accept it, right? I was completely fine. The risk was fine. It just sucks that today is a day that we lose, right? Like our first um, full on risk day is the day that we lose, right? If we come back here and we look at our trades, we've had we didn't maximize our win on this day. We took the right play here to take our trade early on this day. We didn't trade this day, but then of course when we come back, it's like, oh man, like you take one half loss and one full loss on the day. Like that sucks. So it is unfortunate, but um it's just one of those things that happens, and especially too when you trade Asian session, it's very slow. We're on point of control, it can be very choppy. It could take forever for things to go, right? And right now, that's exactly what's happening. It's taking forever for things to happen. So, I just have to accept the loss and move on, and hopefully, We'll see how the combine goes tonight. If we're able to pass that, that'd be great. Just to kind of get through it and have two funded accounts in the background. If not, then we take the loss for today and we just say, hey, like we just accept it and we move on, you know? I think that's part of being a trader too, and part of being a good trader as well is like accepting your risk appropriately and then um, understanding that if you lose, you lose, right? I don't want to be these people that I go on tilt and I just blow a funded account because long term, that's just not going to be conducive to being a profitable trader. It happens though, right? So don't feel bad if that happens to you because it's happened to me plenty of times. And it probably will happen to me again in the future. I'm not immune to that. I'm not someone that's perfect, right? But at the same time, we have to do better. We have to learn from our mistakes. If I had to point out some mistakes today, I should have taken some off right here. I should have taken some off. But again, you can't account for that. It doesn't always work that way. We also have to be aware of chop, right? So if we're in chop, we have to take our moves quickly, right? So this is something that I'm also looking at in this trade currently right now as well, is that if we don't start pushing higher to VWAP and higher, then I have to take profits quickly and keep our stop loss tight. Um, but the main thing that I really want to talk about is that we should not be closing our trades early. I have no idea why I have continued to do that. There shouldn't be a situation where I am just closing trades early because if I had kept that trade, I still would have been in the trade. Maybe I take some off here, right? Because the profit looks better. We're not supposed to be looking at that, but maybe that's what happens. And maybe we're still in this trade right now because our original stop loss is here, right? So obviously I'd want to go to sleep. And I try to stop trading by 11, but I should have stopped here. I should have just taken profit here, be like, it's already 11 o'clock. We'll take the win. We'll move on for the day. But that just didn't happen, right? So it's just one of those things where you just learn from it, right? I just learned from it and we accept it and we move on. And it's just going to be one of those things. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, real quick, I do want to say too, I should have said this in the beginning, but again, in the comment section below, as well as the description box, please enter the giveaway. I've already received quite a few responses, so definitely excited about that. The giveaway will be going until Wednesday, August 20th. Again, like I said in yesterday's video, I really want to get to know you guys, and I really want to give back, right? So being able to be in a position where thankfully I've received a couple payouts now. I've been trading better, right? I'm still not perfect. I'm still gonna take losses like today, but I have been trading better. I want to be able to give back to the people who are supporting me and are with me during this journey. So, um, yeah, sign up, enter the giveaway. You got about 6 days left. Trading Stoically Discord coming out soon on Sunday. Definitely will be going over that with you guys too. And then, yeah, we kind of go from there. So hopefully you guys are trading well. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Stay safe in these markets. It's kind of been a weird week, I would have to say. But keep working hard. Keep doing what you can. And I know that you guys will be okay. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video today, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically.